How do you find the volume of a cone? Imagine holding a paper cone and wondering how much space it takes up inside. That's what finding the volume is all about. It tells us how much stuff can fit inside the shape. To figure out the volume of a cone, you need a simple formula. Its volume equals 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. Pi is about 3.1 for 1/6. The radius is the distance from the center of the base to its edge. The height is the straight line from the base to the tip of the cone. First, measure the radius of the circular base. If the radius is for units, that's your starting point. Next, measure the height from the base straight up to the tip. Let's say it's 6 units. Now take the radius and multiply it by itself. 4 times 4 equals 16. That's the radius squared. Then multiply that by pi. So 16 times 3.1 for 1/6 gives you approximately 50. To 5. This is the area of the base. Now multiply that base area by the height. 50.25 times 6 equals about 300.15. Finally, take that number and divide it by 3. 300.15 divided by 3 equals roughly 100.05. That's the volume of the cone in cubic units. Remember, the height used in the formula is the vertical height, not the slant height along the side. The formula works for right cones where the tip is directly above the center of the base. It also applies to oblique cones where the tip isn't perfectly above the middle. Knowing how to find the volume helps in many real-life situations. For example, calculating how much ice cream a cone can hold or how much material is needed to make a conical funnel. It's a handy skill in engineering, manufacturing, and even cooking. So next time you see a cone-shaped object, remember you can find out how much space it takes up with this simple formula. Measure the radius and height, do some multiplication, and you'll know the volume in no time.